We have Venus changing signs now. Is it still too early to talk about those two eclipses that are coming later in the month?
Yes, why scare everybody? I think we'll save that for next week. Make them want to come back.
All right, we'll give them some good news for this one.
That's what I was thinking. Good news first and then the bad news. The good news is that Venus planet of love is going from the sign of Aquarius into the sign of Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. So even though it's changing signs, it's still a finishing up phase rather than a starting new phases. So unless you're a Pisces. For Pisces, Venus in their sign means they feel the love. They feel the love in a real, tangible kind of fashion. If they're single, they'll attract somebody. If they're married or in a relationship, their relationship goes well. But it's all about the love because Venus, that's what it rules. For Aries, it's a little different. It's giving a little bit more than you get. This is not about you getting love. This is more about the Aries giving love. And sometimes humble service is really, really good for the soul. And that's what Aries really needs to do this month with that energy rather than love behind the scenes because eventually you're going to get caught. And no good can come of that.
Right.
For Tauruses, it is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives, and they need to rally their female friends, colleagues, daughters, that kind of thing, to help, and it will take that group effort. The group is going to do something that brings a Taurus what they say that they want. So it's a very gratifying time for Tauruses to kind of bask in the friends and compadres helping them out, which is a very, very cool thing.
Yeah, my wife Pat will love that.
Your wife's name is Pat.
Mm-hmm.
For Geminis, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing. And Geminis have to be careful because they've been saying, I would do this, I would do that, I would do this, I would do that. The boss is going to say, job's yours. Do the very best job you can, and they'll have to put their money where their mouth is. It's also a good time to get involved with somebody from work, and that's never a good plan.
Really?
Never a good plan. I don't care what your company's laws are. It's still not a good idea because the woman's usually the one that loses her job. For Cancers, it's in the 9th house of the law. Legal matters go their way, and when the law's on your side, you want to use it. And for Cancers, if you're going to beg for mercy, do it in person because you're very, very likely to get it over the next 4 weeks or so to get things resolved in the Cancer's favor. For Leos, and I know you're going to love this, boss, money falls out of the sky on you. It's unearned income rather than earned income. It's you go to your mailbox one day, it's like, yay, look, there's a check for me. So it's that kind of a thing. It's not going to, it's not going to make you able to say, take this job and jam it, I'm not working here anymore, but it sure will bring a smile to your face.
So that oil well's coming in, huh?
I hope so. There you go. Good for a gusher. Nothing wrong with that. For Virgo, 7th house of partners. And Virgos look good for one reason or another. Their public image looks really, really good. Their partnerships go very, very well. And if they're single, they're going to try and solidify some sort of partnership, some sort of relationship. For Libras, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibility, and work goes well for them. This is the kind of thing where, yeah, you get to do a little bit more work, but you actually get remunerated for it. There's actually a financial advantage, and some obstacle that had been in your way gets out of your way, Andrew and Nikki, which is good. And it's also good for health matters for Libras, too. For Scorpios, it's in their 5th house of love affairs, amusement, sports, pleasures, and Scorpios, it's their favorite time of year to fall in love, to be in love, to feel the love, and to feel the creativity. So unleash your creativity and then follow it. For Sagittarians, it is in their 4th house of home. It's a matter of home and responsibilities. They want to beautify their home, fix up their home, and remember when you paint one wall, it makes the rest of them look dingy. And something new comes to light that changes things for Sagittarians one way or the other. For Capricorns, it's in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their day-to-day living picks up to warp speed. And they find that they're taking on additional duties or additional responsibilities that end up compressing their time. So they have to be careful to stay ahead of the power curve and not fall behind it with so many things being in motion. And then for the last sign, Aquarius, it's in their 2nd house of money, and this is earned income falls their way. If Aquarians have been waiting for their IRS check to come back, actually that happens for them, and they also get an increase or promotion that brings money along with, the pats on the back, which you gotta like Venus because there's never any bad news with Venus. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, and then I'll be back next week with the bad news.
About all those eclipses coming.
About the eclipses coming up, yes.
We'll see you next week.
Always a pleasure.